Hello, scrappy friends. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to work in the Creative Memories 110 Scrapbooking Border Ideas and Sketchbook. If this is your first time here, then what we do is I pick a sketch from this book and I change it up by using different materials, so different punches, different paper, different theme. Then I take my recreated border and I make it into a page layout. And I do this mainly because I like to show how versatile sketches can be to our creative process. So sometimes we just need a little jump start or a creative idea, and then we can get going and create wonderful, beautiful pages. So today we are going to jump over to page 88, and it's this sketch right here. I love this sketch. What I really love about it is the circular element right here. But let me go ahead and pop this up on the screen so you can see it full size and we can talk about it. So as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward border. It has a base and technically one layer where two pieces of paper butt up next to each other, and then those two pieces are layered with a border sticker. And then for the embellishments, it has that wonderful circle element I was showing you. I just love that part. And then it houses the title and a few other small embellishments. So easy peasy. Come on back to my desk and I'll show you what materials I picked out. So for my border today, I'm going to dip into my Fur Babies collection, and I'm using the dog pack. And this is actually the first time I'm cutting into it, and I do have a piece of scrap orange pumpkin actually that I'll be using. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'll begin with using this pumpkin color cardstock, and this is going to be my base, and I'm going to cut it at 3 1/4 inches. Okay, and then for my decorative pieces, my first piece will be this cute word paper. It has all kinds of dog phrases on it, like wolf, walk, play, roll over. And this is a directional piece, so my border is going to be horizontal, so I want to make sure that I'm cutting this so that I could read the words once it's on the page. The back side is not directional, so I don't have to worry about that. So this paper I'm going to cut at 2 1/4. For my second cut, I'm going to bring in this cute paw print, and for this one it's going to be a thinner cut, and it's only going to be at 3/4 of an inch. Now both these pieces go on top of the orange piece, but they do need to be trimmed down a little bit because this one's going to have a little bit of the orange sticking out all the way around. So I'm just going to stack these together and cut them at 11 1/2. Then it will go like this and have a little bit of a border all the way around. And then this one will go attach right there at the bottom. Then we will bring in, they used a border sticker in our inspiration, but I'm going to bring in this adorable laser cut border, and I will run it just like that, and I'll just give it a little bit of a trim right there. Now to make this circle element on our border, I'm going to bring in my custom cutting system. I'm going to use the small circle and the largest circle. I'll start with the small circle. I'm going to use this blue paper. It has the little words woof all over it, super cute. And then I'm going to use the red blade on the outside, and I'm going to cut out a simple circle. Then I'm going to bring back in this word paper that I used over here, but this time I'm going to use the orange paper, and I'm going to trim out another circle, but this time using the green blade on the outside. And this blue one will go right on top like that. For the last cut, I'm going to bring back in this adorable paw print paper, the large circle, and this time I'm going to cut a circle out of the center of the large circle with the green blade. Okay, and that will go just like that. So after adhering all the circles on top of each other, then I'm just going to cut it right in half. Bring in my personal trimmer for that, and I'm just going to give it a little mark so I could kind of see where halfway is. Now this is, I'm only going to use half on my borders, so I'm going to save the other half because this is a great way to tie in a second page. Then this goes right here like that, and it can go over the border or under the border. I'm going to leave mine on top, but in the inspiration you'll see they put the circle elements on top of the border strip, okay, which would be, the sticker would be a little flatter than this. So, but I really like the little toys on this border, so I'm going to do mine a little bit different. Then we want to decorate this up just like they did in the inspiration. So I'm going to first bring in a title, and I was looking at the sticker sheet. I like this one that says "Captured Our Hearts." I think I'm going to put that right in there. There, I just laid it down very gently because I do want to bring in some more elements. So I'm going to bring back in this dog paper. Now you'll see they decorated with some trees. Here's where you'd want to bring in your thematic elements. So I'm going to bring in the paw print punch, and I will cut out 2 paw prints, and I'm using the dark paw print paper. So I think it'll stand out really nicely. There's 1, 2. Now I do want to kind of back these with a little something. Probably use a little bit of this blue just to give it something different. So let me go ahead and trim that off. Okay, I'm going to bring in my silicone mat because what I want to do is add a little bit of repositionable tape. And then I'm just going to trim around the paw print and get all the blue paper off from around the paw print. So I only put repositionable tape on the center, knowing that I was going to come back in and cut this out. So my paw prints will come out of the top like they have the trees, but mine are going to be paw prints. It'll come right out of my title there. There you go. I think that's super cute. Okay, and then the last thing is, if you wanted to, you can do a little bit more embellishing. They have some pine needles coming out there, but I like it. I think that I have just enough there, so I'm done with my border, and there we go. That's how it came out. Now I'm going to clean this up and we'll get ready to start the page layout. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now I'm ready to move on and get my photos onto a page. So I've decided to use this adorable dog bone print for my background, and then I'm going to put the border right up here at the top. Now I think what I'm gonna do is actually change up my border ever so slightly. I kind of want to have a little bit of the paper peeking out all the way around. So I'm going to trim this down I'm going to trim down the orange and the paper and the laser embellishment, and so that I can get a better fit on my paper. There we go. I like that much better, just to have a little bit showing through of that cute, adorable paper. Okay, so these are the photos I want to add to my layout. I have 3 4x6s. I am going to trim them down. So these are photos of some guide dogs. I know I told this story on a previous layout, but we raised a guide dog and she turned into a breeder for them, and then she had 5 puppies, 3 of them that went on to graduate from guide dog school and became paired up with somebody in need who needed a guide dog. And so when that happens, they send us these gorgeous professional photos of these beautiful, gorgeous dogs. And so I wanted to make a page layout with all 3 of them. 2 of them graduated one time together, and then the middle one here graduated about a couple months later. So it was always a surprise just to get that notification in the mail that they were graduating, and they were thanking us for hosting the breeder dog. So anyway, that's the story behind the photos. So I am going to trim them down ever so slightly so that I can fit them all across. Now, this one doesn't have much room, so I will have to go off of that one and make all the other 2 fit this one. Probably just take off a teeny bit around. There, I like that. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe even trim this one down a little more and then pop it up so it kind of is up in the middle, not for any reason except just to make it a little different. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Put that one right. I don't even think I need to trim the photo. I think I'll just put it like that, and then they each are kind of standing out in their own way. Gorgeous. Then I don't think I'll be making a 2-page spread for this one, so I would like to bring this maybe down here underneath maybe these, just to get it used on the same page and kind of bring in that diagonal area, and I can possibly use this for an embellishment base down here. So I think what these photos need is a little bit more backing or something behind them. So I'm going to bring in a piece of this paw print paper that I used up there. This is just slightly bigger than my photos. My photos are about 5.5 inches tall, so I made this 5 3/4, and I think it's going to be perfect just to house those on like that. And then the one that's on the orange mat will stick slightly above the brown paper just to pop it out a little bit. Yep, I like that much better. Now I'm going to bring back in the other half of this circle and place it right back where it was. And then this way, having this paper here, you can't see the circle behind the paper, whereas before it was kind of poking through. So then the next thing that I want to do is to bring in a little journaling spot. I do need to journal on this page, so I'm going to bring in a journaling spot from the mat cards. This one again has the little paw prints on it. We're going to tuck it under our circle. Yeah, I think that's going to work out nicely. I'll just tuck it under the circle and overlap the circle onto the journaling card. Tuck it up a little bit so I can see some of the dog bone print. Straighten it out. I like that. So I'm going to get everything adhered down and I'll be right back. I'm back and everything is adhered down and I'm ready to do embellishing. So I did a lot of embellishing up here, so that part I'm very happy with. I am going to bring in one of the little dogs off of the sticker sheet. I liked this one, and now that I have the photos and everything on my page, I think I do want to bring this in. So I'm going to pop that up on a little bit of foam tape. While I'm attaching that foam tape, this will be a great opportunity to give you a gentle reminder to click that like button. If you're enjoying this video and the series, I would greatly appreciate it, and I thank you for doing that. Okay, and I am back with the little puppy all up onto some foam tape. I just thought that it kind of looks like them, so why not use that sticker on this page? So there, I like that. That's super cute. And while I was away adhering everything, I went ahead and punched out a third paw print to match the two I did up there. And I think I'm going to put it down here, kind of to be like the joining piece between all the photos and the different things that are going on down here. Just going to slightly overhang my journaling box because I don't want to take up too much more room on that. Then over here, I bring my sticker sheet back in again, and I like this one that says best friends. It looks like a dog tag, but I really like it because it has the brown and the blue that we're using in our layout, and it has that circle element. So I think I will put this probably right over here, and then bring in a tennis ball and a heart, because up here we have tennis balls and hearts also, and I will overlap it onto the best friend part now. Whoops, let me pull this up. I think I want to stick it underneath, bring it over just a tad so it looks like that. I like that much better. And then these will overlap that. And then our paw print just like that. I love it. It's perfect. And then just to add a little bit more, I'm going to go with these two paw prints and put them right down here, going off of the journaling box. And there we go. That's my layout. I love it. I feel like I conquered it. I took the deep in the woods, outdoorsy border, and I turned it into a playful dog inspired border and created a page with it, and I love it. I can't wait to do my journaling on this and get this one in my albums, and just so proud of these three dogs, and of course our little puppy. We still think she's a puppy here at home. So that's all I have for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. And if you want to check out the playlist for this entire series of the 110 scrapbooking borders idea and sketch, I'll link it right here, as well as another video that you may enjoy. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.